On your marks, get set, go! We're having a look at the Tokyo 2020 official video game. The Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 official video game is the first official video game to be released since London 2012, with Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games taking the front seat. Developed and published by Sega, it is a jolly jaunt into the world of elite sports, with easy accessible controls in arcade-style games. It was first released in Japan on the PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch and the Xbox One on the 24th of July 2019, 1 year before the official start of the Olympic Games in Tokyo 2020. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, it was pushed back a year for a global release on the 24th of June 2021, 1 month before the rescheduled Olympic Games were going to be held. "80 nations out of the 206 expected to compete this year are represented in this game, with 18 of the 33 sports available for competition. These sports are 100 meters sprint, 110 meters hurdles, 4x100 meters relay, long jump, hammer throw, 100 meter freestyle swimming, 200 meter individual medley swimming, baseball, returning for the first time since Beijing 2008, basketball, beach volleyball, boxing, BMX racing, football, judo, rugby sevens, first added in 2016, sport climbing, the newest sport added only for Tokyo 2020, table tennis, and regular tennis, singles and doubles for both. The graphics have improved dramatically over the last 20 years in video games, from Sydney 2000 on the Sega Dreamcast to what we compare the most recent version of an official video game, London 2012. On the PlayStation 4, these graphics look slick, realistic, and the uncanny valley has been done away with by going with more toonish style avatars, which is pretty smart on Sega's behalf. The other thing that I noticed is there's no opening or closing ceremonies. There are award ceremonies where you're already on the podium and you're wearing your medal and you do your cheers and your happies and the flags are flying. And they've also done another thing which has been pretty much a staple for all Olympic game video games up until this point, is there's no Olympic cauldron or Olympic flame in this one. Instead of trying to guess or just go with a stock standard cauldron, there's just no cauldron or flame anywhere, which I actually appreciate. It means they're taking the time to actually respect what's going to happen for the Olympic Games. What would be really cool is if they patched it in, that way you have a digital memento of what the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games cauldron was going to be. In my review for Sydney 2000 on the Dreamcast, I complained that there was no opportunities to see men in Speedos. Well, you're in luck here. The avatars have the ability to change their costumes, including wearing a Speedo, which you can compete in any event wearing a Speedo if you like. Or you can do what I'm doing and dress up like Sonic the Hedgehog or Mirai Toa. Speaking of avatars, they are completely customizable. You can get one that looks exactly like you, someone you know, or you can make them look as ridiculous as you like. Mind you, if you stuff them in a Sonic the Hedgehog costume, you won't even see their face, so it doesn't matter what you do. But personally, I don't think I've ever looked hotter in a video game. Like, look at me! I wish I looked that good in real life. The only downside to the costumes is that you can't pick them before you go into your event. You need to go into a separate menu on a completely different part of the game and pre-select all your costumes. Each event, whether you win or lose, you get points, and these points are used to unlock outfits, hats, and also skill profiles. Now, the annoying thing about these skill profiles is that you need to obviously buy them first. You get your stock standard ones, but every time you need to change them or want to change them, you need to pay 500 points. Now, this feels a bit unfair. If you want to experiment or figure out which profiles are going to work best for each event, you shouldn't have to pay 500 points each time. You've already got to buy most of them first. One thing that you might struggle with this game is that if you don't really follow sport, you're probably going to have a hard time understanding the rules to try and help you win. And I often find myself having to pause mid-game to figure out what the advanced controls are, because the basic ones are great to get in, but they don't necessarily help you win.
Yeah. Yeah.
The music of this game feels official and fantastic. In between events, such as with beach volleyball, every time you score, you can hear little snippets of music from Sonic the Hedgehog and other Sega properties. It's not surprising to hear this because Jun Sonoi, who is famous from Crush 40 and works on a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog music, was involved in the creation of the music for this game. In practice mode, you can actually unlock athletes and compete against their actual records. This is actually such a great way to engage with the Olympics outside of competing with AI or with couch co-op. It means you're engaging and connecting with actual athletes, even if it's just their avatar. I definitely noticed in hammer throw I cannot beat Poland, and I'm okay with that. And it's quite sweet seeing Sonic the Hedgehog clap for the Olympic Games.
Our dream is one.
Do I recommend this game to you? Absolutely. It is so much fun. The controls are actually quite easy and very accessible. You will struggle if you don't understand the rules of certain sports. I know baseball and soccer I was confused with, but I think the majority of the fun is going to be in unlocking all of the costumes, even though it's going to be a bit of a grind. And you can make really hot avatars if you like, so you have something to look at while you're playing. Or you can have fun and try and make them look like a drag queen, like I tried to. But personally, I think she looks a little bit more like Lady Gaga. Who knows? But yes, I strongly recommend picking up this game on either PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or the Nintendo Switch. Good luck to all of the athletes competing in the Olympic Games this year, and enjoy Tokyo 2020, the official video game. If you want more Olympic Games goodness, check out my video Olympics and Me, where I take a look at my collection of Olympics memorabilia and my memories of the Olympic Games since Sydney 2000. I also did a review for the Sydney 2000 official video game for the Sega Dreamcast, and let's just say I have a couple opinions on that one you may enjoy. So feel free to like, comment and share, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button.